Hey, what's up guys, Bajheera here. I wanted to share with you some of my leg workout from the other day. Now this was a pretty intense workout for a few reasons. The main one being my freaking iPod like died or something, so I didn't even have any music on freaking leg day. So that was kind of lame. But luckily my gym was playing like Ramstein in the background, so that kind of helped out a little bit. But it was also pretty tough because I bumped up the weight on my main working sets. This is the first time that I had done this much weight for this much volume. I didn't go the heaviest I've ever gone at the max, but in terms of my working sets, there was some really solid weight on that bar when I was doing my normal working sets. For example, I used to do only 225 for my 6 sets of 6 reps, but today I was doing that with 245, and that trend just continued right up the ladder. And this was after doing a couple warm-up sets with 225, working up to there. Normally I start with just body weight squats, and then I'll tack on just the bar, and then I'll do some warm-up sets with 135. And then recently I've been going to 185, doing a couple warm-up sets with 185, and then just going straight to 225 for anywhere from 2 to 4 sets, just until I get my mind right and I feel solid with my form, and then I'll go ahead and start on my working sets. So I was doing a lot of volume today, at least 20 sets of squats over 225 pounds, so a lot of volume, but I was feeling good today, so I went for it. So what that workout ended up looking like was after my warm-up sets, I did 6 sets of 6 reps with 245, then I did 5 sets of 5 reps with 265, then I did 4 sets of 4 reps with 275, and there was a time not too long ago that 275 was like my 2 rep max. And then I went ahead after that was sets, and I tacked 315 on the bar, and I was pretty tired at that point, so I just went for 2 sets of 1 rep at 315, and that was good for me. Now, those sets were definitely difficult, and you'll see I'm not really blasting the weight up. I'm going pretty slow on the way up and on the way down, so that weight was really sinking into my muscles, but I was really focused on using good form, keeping everything really solid, and the weight just kept moving, so I just kept going for it. And workouts like this are fun for a couple reasons. One, because you definitely get a look at your progress that you've made. You realize, wow, I've become a lot stronger than before. But there's also the aspect of where your mind and your body are both clicking. I mean, they're both in sync. You have the strength to achieve what your mind wants to achieve, and at the same time, you're using your mind in order to allow your body to do that, and maybe even push past what you think you're capable of. And for that reason, I think leg day is definitely becoming, well, I don't even have to say it that way. Leg day is definitely my favorite workout at this point because it's the most challenging for me. And we've talked about this before in other workout videos, is that when you set challenges for yourself and put yourself in a challenging situation, but you're still capable of meeting that challenge, that's when the workouts are the most fun, I think. You get the most reward out of those kinds of workouts. And I think one of the things that I'm going to try to challenge myself to do is make pretty much every single one of my workouts that intense and that much of a challenge that I feel this rewarded after every single workout. Plus, I feel like if I put as much focus into all of my training days as I do with my leg day, I will continue to see growth in those areas. But I definitely am putting in a lot of work, and that much intensity on a day-to-day basis is something that's tough to maintain. But I think that's what it's going to take in order for me to maintain my strength and intensity throughout my upcoming diet process. And I am going to be starting a diet pretty soon. I'm already sort of shaving down my calories a little bit this month. I am going to be using this month as a little bit of a buffer month in terms of the bulking diet versus the cutting diet, because I don't want to just jump right into it. I do want to give myself and my body a little bit of time to adjust, because it is a mental thing dropping into a diet as well. You're going from, you know, eating sometimes even more food than you want to eating definitely less food than sometimes you're comfortable with. Usually I'm not too hungry on my diets, but there are some days where you definitely feel it more than others. And here I am going for my 2 sets of 1 at 315. And I know that the 315 squat really isn't all that much compared to a lot of people, but that's something that I feel really proud of, because it's only been recent that I've been able to do 315 consistently. So I think I'm going to try to make sure that not a single leg workout goes by where I don't do a couple sets of 315, just to keep my strength up. I have done 335 and I was super proud about that, but I just pounded my legs with so much volume and heavy weight at high volume that I didn't think I needed to go much higher than that today. After I finished those 2 sets at 315, I decided to forego front squats in favor of just doing some straight-legged deadlifts, although I don't think I'm quite doing straight-legged deadlifts. You guys have told me that there's a difference between Romanian deadlifts and straight-legged deadlifts, and I think that what I'm doing here are Romanian deadlifts, because I'm not keeping my my knees exactly straight, my legs exactly straight. But I think that's okay. I was feeling a stretch and squeeze where I wanted to in my hamstrings, so I was just doing them that way, and that felt pretty good. Now, I did mention my diet because that's something that's on my mind right now. I recently did a little progress update, a bulking progress update video, and so far, I mean, I've only really bulked for 3 months, which isn't going to be a huge difference, I don't feel like. But I did want to give myself a break from the dieting phase before I did another one, and I wanted a chance to gain some strength and gain some muscle, and I definitely have. I've gained 15 pounds. All of that is definitely not muscle, but I have gained some strength, I have gained some muscle, and I mean, I feel like I'm better mentally prepared to start doing a little bit more of a diet again. And I have learned from my last dieting phase that I'm not sure I'm going to go, like, as low on carbs as I did the last time. I mean, if I do, I think I can handle it. I just don't think I need to, because even after I stopped doing the low carb, the diet, I was able to do, I don't know, around 200 carbs a day and still keep a really low body fat and still feel pretty good. So I think I will probably end up going back to something like that, around a 200 carb, 150 carb if I have to. But honestly, I think I might just include more cardio, because when I had my carbs that low, I really wasn't doing that much cardio. And I feel like if I do more, just like exercise just with the pure intention of burning calories, maybe I can have a few more carbs in my diet. And the reason I want to have carbs is I want to maintain some strength. I want to maintain, you know, a good attitude. If I keep my carbs really, really low, sometimes I start to not feel so good. But one of the things that I'm also doing, and you guys can let me know what sort of research you guys have seen about this, but I'm also pretty much just getting up right in the morning, getting my pre-workout in me, and hitting the gym with really nothing in my system except for pre-workout, and then I sip on BCAAs throughout my workout. So I'm essentially training fasted in the morning. And the reason I'm doing that is more of a that's, I guess, kind of a mental thing and kind of a time thing. I used to really enjoy just getting up and getting straight to the gym, but recently my schedule has been more like getting up in the morning, getting a few videos done, and then streaming for like 6-7 hours, and that leaves me at the gym pretty late at night, and usually ended up feeling more tired than normal, because even though I've got meals in, there's just more stuff in the day. So sometimes I like to just get right up into the gym, you know, go see the sun outside, and that starts my day off really, really well. So that's better for my mental state. I just want to know if it's better, if it's gonna like hurt me in the long run, but I'm sure that I can handle it as long as I get my food in for the day. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you guys showing these fitness videos some support. I really enjoy making them. I hope you guys enjoy watching them. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Peace.